Hello, and welcome to this week's Meaningful Minute. Today is Holy Thursday, and this is when we commemorate the day that Jesus washed the disciples' feet and had the Last Supper, where he instituted the new covenant for the forgiveness of sins. And then tomorrow is Good Friday, where he was crucified, and Sunday is when he was raised from the dead. So Lent is coming to a close, and the purpose of Lent is to make room for God. And I learned something this week that the Hebrew word for sacrifice means coming closer to. And so I've kind of been sacrificing by watching a episode of The Chosen every night. And The Chosen is a series of Jesus and his disciples. And it tells the story in great detail. And I've really gotten a lot out of that. So I've also been sick the last 2 weeks of Lent, and that's been an interesting experience because I felt weak, and I've spent about 90% of my time alone, and it was a stripping time. And that's what Lent is kind of about. It's about sacrifice and stripping, but it's to prepare us to get closer to Jesus. And my verse for this week is where Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." That's in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 28. And so I've been concentrating on that. And, I've just been thinking about coming to God. The Old Testament says it all the time. God saying, come to me, seek me. And the New Testament, Jesus says, come to me. And in the last book of the Bible, in the last chapter of the book of Revelation, here's a verse. It says, the Spirit and the bride say, come. So it's all about coming to Jesus, coming. And so this week, I would love for you to think about coming to Jesus. And whether you're close to him or not so close to him, this is the time to take a step closer. And I encourage you to do that. And have a great and blessed week.